changing land use for a vacant parcel at 845 Louise Avenue. And it looks like we have a recusal.
Yep. Through the mayor.
Sir.
I must recuse myself. I have a family member that owns property nearby.
Very good. Thank you, sir. We'll come get you pretty soon.
Watch your cake, okay?
All right, so good evening, council members. So we'll try to make this item quick. It's really, this is a second part of a two-part process to update the city zoning ordinance to change the land use zoning for the subject area. The subject area was briefly discussed with the homeless issue. It's the vacant lot here to the northwest corner of Louise and Stafford Way. And so so with that, we've had a proposed development that's come through to convert this from a C3 commercial zoning that was originally the CalSCATE, as previously discussed, to turn that into a residential, multi-unit, high-density residential zone that could, for the development of apartments. And so, as briefly stated, this project was before you. This is a two-part process. At the last meeting on November 3rd, City Council approved a general plan amendment that changed the land use from commercial to residential, and then also approved the environmental document. And so with the rezone being a two-part process, it was introduced at the last meeting, and then with this meeting, it's for consideration to change that zoning to match the land use. And so it's a vacant parcel, 0.83 acres in size. Here's the land use that was officially changed at the last meeting, where it went from the purple commercial to the orange, which is the medium high density. It's compatible. It's found to be compatible with the area, with the existing residential to the east. With it, it's kind of that buffer between commercial and residential to have that high density residential use. And this is what the zoning change that tonight is what you're considering, is to change it from a C3 to an R3 zoning. Here's the proposed project that would, this is just draft. Any project that would come forward would have to have full plans submitted, and then it would go through the building permit process and to review the site layout and go through each department for review. And so through the analysis, we found that the project does not affect the implementation of a general plan with respect to surrounding properties. The proposed project is consistent with the purpose of the zoning ordinance to promote and protect the public health, safety, peace, comfort, convenience, and general welfare. And so with that, I recommend tonight that the council consider and then adopt an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Yuba City amending the zoning from the general commercial C3 X5C combining district zone district to the multiple family residential R3 zone district for approximately 0.83 acres at 845 Louise Avenue, assessor parcel 52141036, and waive the second reading. With that, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
I don't see any from up here. Any public comment or any? You do? Go ahead, Tom.
So I'm concerned about if you rezone it. I don't know any clarification on the zoning, but I sure wouldn't like to see, like I see in my neighborhood right now, where we got a skyscraper being built at the corner of Garden Highway and Percy. So I would be interested to know the height level. I mean, right now we got a 45-foot tall building and everything else around there is, 20 feet high. So yeah, that's what I'm concerned about, putting a high rise in there.
So currently, how it's zoned right now in the commercial district, I believe we have a 52-foot limit in the zoning. And so the residential district, depending on if it's single story or two story, it has a maximum limit that's less than that. So if anything, this is bringing it down. But yes, you might see a 3-story apartment. Most likely a 2-story apartment is typically based on cost of construction and how it pencils out.
Okay, thank you. Anything online, ma'am?
No online comments.
All right. right, so we have, action.
Through the mayor,
Yes.
I move that we adopt the ordinance of the City Council of the City of Yuba City, amending the zoning for the general commercial C-3, X5C, combining district zone district to the multiple family residential R3 zone district for approximately .83 acres, 845 Lewis Avenue, assessor parcel number 52-141-036, and waive the second reading.
Second.
All right, we have a first by Councilwoman Espindola, second by Councilmember Shaw to approve staff's recommendation. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye.
And opposed, unanimous. Thank you very much, Ben. Also, Ben, let me take another opportunity to thank you for your work with a citizen you and I both received calls from regarding some marijuana issues. He sent me a text and thanked you and me both for the results. So thank you very much. I appreciate the follow-up.